this way. Seem to be having trouble tonight with getting this to upload. And I'm starting to get a little frustrated and a little tired, so anyway, let's see. Like I said, I'm tired now. Let's talk about, I want to make something that's kind of fun. At least it is to me. A little bit of about our habits, not quirks. Funny things you do. Maybe it makes you laugh, maybe it makes your partner laugh, or a family member, friend. Died with my husband. And they were laughing at him tonight at dinner. Of course, you know, that's what I do. Anyway, he takes and he separates everything out on his plate. He always does. He does not like his food touching at all. It has to have some space in between. Serious space. If you mess with this food and have it touching each other, he growls at you. It's very scary. It scares me horribly. I just whimper in a corner because he's... Anyway, he's been known to even get 3 small plates to put his stuff on. And let me tell you, trail mix, mixed nuts, mixed vegetables, he will sit there and he will separate out. Say, mixed nuts. All the peanuts from the cashews, from the almonds, and the walnuts, in individual piles. Then he'll eat those. Same way with his food. He will eat all his potatoes, all his meat, and all his vegetable or something like that. We are not going to do any of this dilly-dally, go back and forth, have a bite of this, bite of that. No sirree, Bob. Nope. Not going to happen. Also, he likes to leave articles of clothing all over this house. It's a habit. We will have been together 27 years this January. And every room is going to have either a sock, or a short, or a shirt, or a necktie. And it doesn't matter how many times I beg, plead, cry, grouch. It's always going to be that way. He called it marking his territory. And I say, well, at least you're not peeing on the furniture. And also it comes from working 34 years in a grocery store that he faces up all the cabinets and stuff. They look just like grocery store shelves. I drive him nuts because I just kind of put stuff in there. He will face them all up. They look just like nice and neat, just like in a grocery store. Okay, I'm just like, go ahead and knock yourself out, Cookie. That's your deal. In fact, I tell him that's your deal. But on the other hand, I will freely admit I am totally addicted to Bath and Body Works. And in my bathroom, you will find all my shower gels lined up. All my perfumes lined up. All my lotion lined up. Now sometimes I'll change them. Sometimes they're at a diagonal. Sometimes they're lined up one behind the other. Sometimes they're lined up all in a straight line. As long as they look pretty. And they're rotated. So they're all used. Wow. And also, I have to have the house fully stocked with groceries at all points in time. It's a panic thing. It comes from being married, my first marriage, where sometimes there wasn't any groceries in the house, and you had to panic about what you're going to feed your, babies, and hide food so that they could eat. And I guess it just always kind of affected me, and I've always kind of, panicked. Luckily, I'm married to somebody who understands that, who has always, allowed me the comfort of making sure that we probably have about 3 months worth of food in the house at all the time. Another thing I do is I have a blanket shrine. I have an obsession with blankets. And my pillows have to be a certain way because I sleep almost upright because of the pulmonary edema. Otherwise I just can't breathe. And then I have to have a very soft fuzzy blanket on top of all the pillows. Just because I like how it feels. And it's comforting. It's like I rock myself to sleep. I don't know why. Psychologists say it's because it's self-soothing. Probably. But, yeah, I will rock myself to sleep, or you can see I just caught myself doing it now. I do it now. I'll rock myself. Another thing that I do is, I'm very obsessed with scent, smelling good. The reason for that is I was a chronic bedwetter growing up, and always had bladder infection. Had surgery to correct it. I was in junior high finally. But anyway, my mother was not kind about this. She would not allow me to take a bath or a shower before I went to school. And she would make me sleep on the soiled sheets and mattress night after night. Once a week you were allowed to change your sheets. And in fact, she would still make me make my bed. This is an old house that had just a wall heater, so there wasn't heat in every room. So my room would be quite cold. So when you would pull back the covers to climb in bed at night, it would be cold and wet still. You know, brown crusted urine. You know, sometimes I would take newspaper and lay it. I remember, and I would lay it down to kind of, you know, to not have to lay directly on the wet spot. I mean, it only worked to a certain degree, of course, but because it would be cold and it would make sores and stuff. But anyway, I didn't tell you that. Hey, you feel sorry for me. It is what it is. But kids really made fun of me, and I can't really blame them. I stunk to high heaven. I was even sent home from school a few times from teachers in grade school because I stunk so bad. In those days, they didn't turn you in. They didn't report. And also, I think the kids really bullied me and called me a lot of horrible names and stuff. So I'm very obsessed with always smelling good. And I can't have floral scents. I can't have perfumey scents, musk or anything like that. I can do fruit and I can do bakery scents. So you will always find this. Why sometimes some of you that know me on Facebook you'll see that I'll say I'm fresh out of the shower smelling like blueberry muffin or coconut or whatever. Is because that brings me a lot of joy. I always have a wax tart burner going with same thing, bakery or fruit scent. I always worry about my house smelling good. So anyway, I was kind of looking at, I made a little cheat sheet. Anyway, I'm going to do a quick tag here. Never done a tag before. So, number 1, what's your oddest quirk or habit? Number 2, how long have you had this quirk or habit? Number 3, do you do this quirk or habit daily? Number 4, how many quirks or habits do you think you have? And number 5, does anybody else in your family or of your friends have the same quirk or habit? If you're watching this, consider yourself tagged. I'm going to tag 3 people right off the bat because I've never gotten to before. So I'm going to tag the neighbors. I'm going to tag Angie Lupus Life. And I'm going to tag Axe Moose. Consider yourself tagged. I can't wait to hear your answers. Hopefully this will upload this time because I've made this video like 4 different times, and I'm about to get crankified about it. So remember that I love you guys, and be good.